Good morning everybody and welcome to sunny Lithgow, which believe me it isn't. It's currently winter and it's 4.9 degrees. Anyway, this is just an introduction video. Yes, there's a space there. In fact, there's two spaces there. So we've got Reggie the Model T, Clementine the Rover. My modern car sits in that spot and the car I'm about to show you now sits in this spot. I actually have both Rover and Model T for sale. Yeah, look, I've got some issues with knees and things, and I'm finding it difficult to drive them and also difficult to work on them. And part of the reason I have old cars is because I enjoy working on them. So it sort of takes the fun out of it. I can't get up and down off the floor with any ease, and it's uncomfortable when I am there to work. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to turn around and say hello to Big Ed. Big Ed, where are you, Big Ed? No, stop. You've got a big greyhound. Anyway, and show you my latest edition. There she is. So, and there's Ash, the female greyhound, in the background. So this is a 1984 Mercedes-Benz, model number W123, and specifically this one is a 280E. And, oh yes, check it out, Ed, make sure it's okay. And I've called her, well actually a friend of mine gave me the name for her, Topaz. So the colour is champagne, and it has, I'll just quickly show you before I give you a good look around, Topaz MB-Tex interior. Ed, not in. Now, it has done almost 400,000 kilometres. But it has got an incredible service history, and I drove it yesterday for 341 kilometres from Canberra, Australia's capital, back to my home in Lithgow in the Blue Mountains of New South Wales. And at one stage there we drove through snow, and there was about 2 centimetres of snow on the road for about 24 kilometres. And I thought, when I turned into the road, I thought, oh dear, have I made a mistake? But she handled it beautifully. By the way, yes, it's also unregistered. I'm just in the process of doing that at the moment. Oh, Ash, she's a thief. Don't do that. Sorry. I'll get them later. That's the problem. I can't bend down easily. Yeah, she loves going into the garage and stealing things. So anyway, a walk around. So we've got a few tiny little faults with the car. Very hard to see, but there is actually a tiny little ding here. You've just got to get in the right light. Another tiny little one sort of just up there on the roof. And there's certainly another small one, again, getting the angle right, just sort of here somewhere on the side. But I'll get my mechanic actually has a very good man that pulls that sort of dings out. So, as I said, it's a 280E, which is fuel injected, 2.8 litre, twin overhead cam, straight 6. I'll show you that in a second. The back is in incredibly good condition. All the way around, headrests. Haven't had a look under there yet. There's a lovely old, oh, you won't see it through the tinted glass, but it's a lovely old Onkaparinga wool blanket from Onkaparinga in South Australia. Unfortunately, they're not in production anymore, but God, they made good blankets. So this car has power windows, the standard vacuum central locking system, and it all works. But it's just in such good nick. Really good nick, everything. And as I said, drove beautifully yesterday. Really comfortable because, you know, the Mercedes seats are sprung. So I find I get troubles with the seats, like even the Polestar which is my modern car, sorry, Polestar 4, going down there yesterday. The seat base is pushing up under my thigh muscle, and I then start to get almost crampy in that, and it was uncomfortable. Whereas this on the way back, absolutely not a thing. Beautiful. Anyway, lovely dash, Woodwork, I'm guessing, has been replaced at some stage because it's all in excellent condition. So I've got my windscreen mount there to mount the phone for the navigation on the way home. I haven't as yet checked under here. So far no cracks. I'll have a better look at that. A friend of mine is planning to eat his hat, or I've told him he's got to eat his hat if I don't find cracks, but he wants video evidence of it, so I will have a better look later. Handbrake, of course, on these ones. On here, on the right-hand drives, I have ordered a new set of mats from the US, which are made out of cocoa matting, and they're excellent. In fact, the company's called Cocoa Mats. I only ordered them this morning. They're going to take 4 to 5 weeks to be produced, and then probably a couple of weeks to get here, so I'm not going to see them for a couple of months. It has a sunroof, which I have not opened and probably won't. Unfortunately, somebody's put black wiper arms on it. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, well, maybe that's correct. I thought they were still chrome at this stage. I could be wrong on that. Anyway, we won't do that. We'll show you the engine. The little pop-out piece. Can I do this one-handed? I should be able, hopefully. Hang on. There we go. There we go. And there we have the lovely 6-cylinder, straight 6, twin overhead cam. It's actually 2.73 something litres, but it's classified as a 2.8. But again, you know, for a car that's done almost 400,000 kilometres, compressor is new, air conditioning compressor is new, but it's just in such beautiful nick. And I've just had it down at my mechanic's who did the inspection for me, and he put it up on the hoist and we went for a walk under, and even he kept saying, I cannot believe this. Look how good it is. There's not even an oil leak. The tiniest minuscule one from the sump is all we could find. The gearbox has certainly had work done to it. The diffs had work done to it. The fuel injection system, because this is the Bosch K-Jetronic in these, which has that big sort of distributor valve system under here, under the air cleaner. But that's all working well. The vacuum system, as I said, for the central locking is still working, which is good, because that's one issue I do have is the keys. They've replaced the ignition barrel, so I have a key for that, but unfortunately the only key I've got for the door is actually can't even think of the right word. I keep calling it concierge key, but it's the key you'd give, valet parking, you know, valet key. So it's that round-headed one, and of course that's designed to stop eating those rags. God, dog. Sorry about that. And this valet key is designed to, you can lock your boot, lock your glove box, and then this will open the door and start the car so you can drive it, but you can't access anything. And the problem I've got, of course, is that if the the vacuum central locking system fails, I can't actually get into the boot. So I'm trying to find key codes. The data card that came from the dealer showed everything except the key code. People have told me there are other ways of finding it, which I'm still trying to work through, but we'll get there. Anyway, what else can I show you on? Oh, the boot. And of course, the boots on these are, you know, definitely in the slightly German gangster mode. So, and there we have the safety triangle, of course. We've got the umbrella that I used yesterday because it was pouring with rain. This is the folder of all the information that came with the car, including Mercedes-Benz data, plus every service, plus all the various, you know, things that have been done over the years. It is. I haven't been right through it yet, but it's incredibly complete. I've got all the full workshop manual. Not workshop manual, owner's manual, service manual, everything for the aerial and all other pieces of the car. Under the floor here is the spare wheel, which is there, which we could do with a new spare wheel. Plus I've got the tools, the jack. So everything seems to be exactly what I expect and where it should be. So that's all very good. But yes, quite a large boot. But as I said, I unfortunately have no key to operate the boot because The square top one, which should be the master key that does everything, does not, because it's been set for the ignition only. And of course the valet key won't work it either, because it's designed not to. Anyway, we'll get there. So as I said, yes, we've got a little safety triangle, and of course under the parcel shelf, or under the Onkaparinga blanket on the back shelf, parcel shelf, is a first aid kit. And oh yes. Of course, on the front seat, which you probably might have seen in the video as I've gone around, or maybe not. No, the angle wouldn't have been right. You have, of course, a fire extinguisher. So, but these seats are just, MB Text, I reckon they're a bit like cockroaches. When the nuclear bomb goes off, MB Text will still survive it. Car might not, but the seating upholstery will. But yes, they're all in good nick. Couple of little cracks in there, but nothing major. Little bit of wear just right on the edge here from getting in and out, but again, nothing major. Carpets are good, everything. No, you're not getting in, Mr. Ed. Bugger off. So anyway, that's just a quick look around. Oh, look, it's got chips on the doors there, but God help us, what's 84? So that's 41 years old. So I'm really not going to say too much about that. It's not, it's pretty good for that. I wonder if this plate gives key codes. I might have to talk to Mercedes. Anyway, we'll find out. But yes, I really need to do something about keys. So that's it. So I'll leave you there, and just a quick look at Topaz, my 1984 Mercedes W123 280E. Thanks for that. Bye.